trust me, I know all about Law 2/3.
Where'd you hear about Law 2/3?
I do photography.
Is that a big deal in photography?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the problem with that thing is. Law of 2/3. Like I said, I don't even know if I need pots. I wanted like tall vases like that. Although I don't really care for those. There it is. So this is the gallery.
Matthew Gaddy, Matt to his family, and Gaddy to his buddies. An attempted comedian, a skilled poet, sometimes a pompous ass, my uncle, and a devout potter. Pot making as a profession has been dying out more rapidly than many realize, and his success in the business is even surprising to himself sometimes. In his artist statement, he gives great credit to the farm he grew up on for developing him as a potter and influencing his work. It reads, "My work reflects the ebb and flow of the simple life I grew to admire as a child. My pottery is primarily functional vessels that attempt to communicate the underlying connection I see between the rural, hard-working days of my youth and the life I want to live as a potter." Matt once told me, "Thank God I wasn't accepted into GSA for writing, otherwise I'd probably be scribbling around." Though said as a joke, there's great meaning to it. In high school, he was selected for Governor's School for the Arts, a prestigious program for young artists of all medium. He applied for creative writing and pottery. Looking at him today, I can say that I'm glad they chose him for pottery as well. Though he knows how to write an artist statement beautifully, his ability to mold clay is even more exceptional. As long as I can remember, Matt has had his hands wet with paint or muddy with clay. His passion for art has never faltered, an impressive feat when he only seemed to face one struggle after another. After his first graduate degree, he was unable to return to school for lack of money. But in this time he saw as bleak, he created something beautiful. The Meadows Pottery was born in 2004 as a way for Matt to continue on his work, even though he was no longer in school. It began as a small studio in his garage, nothing hugely impressive, but it fixed his fancy for working in the clay. As he progressed, his work gained him membership to 2 well-respected art associations and displays in multiple galleries. Like with anything else, as he grew as a potter, so did his need for space. And so began the project of building his new studio and a kiln. The studio became a 1,400 square foot building that didn't hold just his studio, but a gallery and a bunkhouse as well. Yes, a bunkhouse, for when he has to call in his 6-man crew to help him fire his massive wood kiln. The wood kiln takes a week and a crew of 6 or more to fire. They get the temperature so high during the wood firing that the kiln must be left to sit for a week to cool. When they finally remove the pots, they're often still warm to touch. Later, he also added on the soda kiln, a much smaller kiln that can be fired by a 2-man crew in less than a day. 2 kilns and a massive studio. Something most potters don't have, and something he was able to fund with the profits from his sales. Matt has been featured in exhibits and shows across the country, producing primarily functional pieces, but creative as well. He's bragged to me before about him being one of the only potters who can produce pots the size of his, but his pots always related back to a central theme, one of simplicity, hard work, and natural beauty. He ends his artist statement with an honest and thought-provoking statement. "I hope that the quality of my work is subtle and simple and takes time to appreciate. Maybe the first cup of coffee in a handmade mug reminds people, in the hustle and bustle of their everyday grind, that things of real value take time. It is my hope that everyone who uses handmade objects will slow down for just a moment to talk, to catch a glimpse of dark soils, to view large open skies, and to connect.